Cancer, what you are about to hear is not general advice. It is not a vague prediction designed to apply to everyone. This message is aimed directly at you, at your sign, at the specific energetic blueprint that governs the way money moves through your life. And what could unlock your finances in the next few months is something most people would never think to look at. What could unlock Cancer finances in the next few months? That question has been hovering around your energy field for weeks now, Cancer. And the fact that you landed on this message is not accidental. You have been feeling it. That restless sense that something in your financial life is about to crack open. Not in a destructive way, not a crack that breaks things apart, but a crack that lets the light in. The kind of crack that appears in the shell right before something new emerges. Your financial life has been in a cocoon for longer than you want to admit. There have been periods of tightening, of careful management, of making things stretch further than they should have to stretch. But the cocoon phase is ending, and what emerges from it has the potential to change your relationship with money in ways that go far beyond the numbers. Stay with me through every single section of this message, because the keys I am about to hand you are not ones you will find anywhere else. Financial Key 1. The first thing that could unlock your finances, Cancer, is something that has nothing to do with money directly. It has to do with the emotional weight you have been carrying around your financial situation. You do not just think about money, you feel it. Every bill that arrives lands in your body before it reaches your mind. Every unexpected expense sends a wave of anxiety through your chest that takes hours to dissipate. Every moment of financial uncertainty does not just make you worried, it makes you feel unsafe at the deepest possible level. Because for Cancer, money is not about luxury or status or keeping score. It is about security. It is about knowing that the people you love are protected. It is about the ability to create and maintain the feeling of home, which is the most sacred thing in your world. This emotional entanglement with money has created a pattern that is actively blocking your prosperity. When you feel fear around finances, that fear becomes a frequency, and that frequency repels the very thing you are trying to attract. It is like trying to fill a glass with water while your hand is shaking so violently that everything spills before it can settle. The water is there. The abundance is available. But your emotional state is preventing it from landing. The first key to unlocking your finances is to begin separating your emotions from your financial reality. This does not mean you become cold or detached about money. That would be impossible for your sign and unnecessary besides. It means you learn to observe your financial situation without being consumed by it. It means you practice holding two truths at the same time. My current financial situation is challenging, and I am still safe, I am still worthy, and this situation is temporary. This practice sounds simple, but for Cancer it is revolutionary. Because you have never been able to hold financial challenge without it becoming an existential crisis. Every tight month felt like proof that you were failing. Every bill you could not pay felt like a character indictment. But those feelings were never the truth. They were echoes of an old belief system that conflated money with worth and scarcity with personal failure. You are not your bank balance, Cancer. You never were. And the sooner you can create emotional space between who you are and what your account says, the sooner money will begin to flow with less resistance. Because the channels of abundance do not respond to desperation. They respond to calm, grounded faith. And that faith is what you are building right now, one conscious breath at a time. Financial Key 2. The second key to unlocking your finances lies in a place you might not expect, Cancer. It lives in the relationships you maintain and the dynamics of giving and receiving within them. You are one of the most generous signs in the zodiac. You give your time, your energy, your emotional labor, and yes, your money, to the people around you with a consistency that borders on compulsive. And while that generosity comes from the most beautiful place in your heart, it has created an imbalance that is directly affecting your financial life. You give more than you receive. Not occasionally, not sometimes, but systematically. It is a pattern so deeply embedded in your relational blueprint that you do not even see it as a problem. Simply feels like love. But love that only flows in one direction is not love. It is depletion dressed in a tender disguise. And every time you give financially when you cannot afford to, every time you pick up a check that should have been split, every time you lend money you know will never be returned, you are not just losing dollars. You are reinforcing a belief that says your value lies in what you provide rather than in who you are. And that belief is one of the primary locks on your financial abundance. Unlocking it requires you to do something that will feel deeply uncomfortable. It requires you to receive, to allow other people to give to you without immediately feeling obligated to reciprocate, to accept financial help without shame, to let someone else carry the bill, literally and figuratively, without your internal alarm system screaming that you are being a burden. Cancer, the universe cannot fill a cup that is constantly being poured out for others. Your cup needs to remain full enough to hold what is coming. And right now, it is being emptied faster than it can be filled because you have not learned to close the tap of automatic giving. This does not mean you become selfish. It does not mean you stop being generous. It means you become strategic about your generosity. It means you give from overflow rather than from your reserves. It means you learn the difference between generosity that nourishes and generosity that diminishes. One leaves both parties better. The other leaves you hollow and the other person dependent. Choose the first. Release the second. And watch how your finances begin to breathe for the first time in years. Financial Key 3. The third key is about your professional life, Cancer, and it is one that requires both honesty and courage. You have been undervaluing yourself. In your work, in your skills, in the way you price your time and your talent. You accept less than you are worth because asking for more triggers a fear of rejection that is almost paralyzing for your sign. You would rather be underpaid and accepted than fairly compensated and potentially turned away. And that fear has cost you more than you realize. It has kept you in positions that do not reflect your capability. It has made you accept terms that someone with half your talent would have negotiated without flinching. It has created a ceiling over your financial life that is made entirely of your own reluctance to advocate for yourself. But something is shifting in this area, Cancer. You are beginning to feel the stirring of a new kind of boldness. Not the loud, aggressive kind that some signs wear like armor, but the quiet, grounded kind that comes from finally, truly knowing your worth and being unwilling to accept anything less than it. This boldness has been growing slowly, fed by every experience that showed you just how much value you bring. Every problem you solved that no one else could. Every time your emotional intelligence saved a situation from disaster. Every client or colleague or employer who depended on your reliability and your care without ever compensating you adequately for it. Those experiences were not wasted. They were building a case. And now, the evidence is so overwhelming that even your self-doubt cannot dismiss it. In the coming months, you will be presented with opportunities to advocate for yourself financially. Negotiations. New offers. Moments where the difference between settling and standing firm will determine the trajectory of your financial future. When those moments arrive, Cancer, do not shrink. Do not default to your old pattern of accepting whatever is offered with a grateful smile. Know your number. Know your worth. And be willing to walk away from anything that does not honor it. This is not arrogance. It is alignment, and it is one of the most powerful financial keys you will ever hold. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Financial Key 4. Cancer. The fourth key to unlocking your finances is learning to think in longer time horizons. Your sign is deeply connected to cycles. The cycles of the moon, the cycles of emotion, the cycles of seasons and tides and natural rhythms. And yet, when it comes to money, you have often been trapped in short-term thinking. Will I have enough this month? Can I cover this bill? What happens if something unexpected comes up? These questions are valid, and they come from a legitimate place of concern. But they keep your financial vision locked at ground level, focused on survival rather than growth, on getting through rather than building toward. The financial unlocking that is approaching you requires a shift in perspective. It requires you to lift your eyes from the immediate terrain and look toward the horizon, not to ignore present needs, but to hold them alongside a larger vision. What do you want your financial life to look like in 1 year? In 3 years? In 5? What kind of stability do you want to create for yourself and the people you love? What does financial peace look like for a Cancer who has spent most of their life in financial anxiety? These are not idle questions. They are the blueprints of your next chapter. And the universe cannot build what you have not designed. Start thinking about money as something that moves in longer arcs. The investments you make today, whether in education, in skills, in a small business, in your own development, do not need to pay off tomorrow. They need to plant seeds that will bear fruit over time. And Cancer, you are one of the best signs in the zodiac at nurturing things to maturity. You have the patience. You have the consistency. You have the emotional endurance to stay with something long after others would have given up. These qualities are financial superpowers, and they have been underutilized because your focus has been too narrow. Widen it. Give yourself permission to dream bigger than next month's rent. Give yourself permission to plan for a future that is not just survivable but genuinely prosperous. The energy that is moving around your finances right now is looking for a long-term vessel. It wants to flow into something that grows. Give it that vessel, and the growth will exceed anything you are imagining right now. Financial Key 5. The fifth key, Cancer, is perhaps the most unexpected one, and it has to do with your home. Not just as a place to live, but as a financial asset and a spiritual foundation for abundance. Cancer's connection to home is unlike any other signs. Your home is your temple, your sanctuary, the place where your soul recharges and your heart feels safe enough to open fully. And the state of your home, its organization, its energy, its feeling, directly impacts the flow of abundance in your life in ways that go far beyond what most people understand. When your home is cluttered, your finances stagnate. When your home feels chaotic, your financial decisions become reactive and fear-based. When your home does not feel like a sanctuary, your ability to receive prosperity diminishes because you have no energetically clean space to receive it into. This is not superstition. This is the fundamental principle that your external environment reflects and reinforces your internal state. And for Cancer, whose internal state is the engine of everything, the home environment is the dashboard that shows how that engine is running. In the coming months, one of the most powerful things you can do for your financial life is to transform your home into a true sanctuary of abundance. This does not require spending money you do not have. It requires intention. Clear the clutter, not just physically but energetically. Release the objects that carry the energy of past struggles. Create space, literal physical space, for new energy to enter. Open the windows. Let light in. Create an area, even a small one, that represents the life you are building rather than the life you are leaving behind. When you do this, Cancer, you are not just tidying up. You are sending a powerful message to the universe that says, I have prepared a place for abundance to live. And the universe honors that preparation with astonishing speed. Financial Key 6. The sixth key to unlocking your finances is tied to a pattern that has been running in the background of your life for years, Cancer, and it is time to bring it into the light. The pattern is this: you save others at the expense of yourself. Financially, emotionally, energetically. When someone you love is in crisis, you open your wallet, your schedule, and your heart without considering the cost to your own stability. You have co-signed loans you should not have co-signed. You have lent money you could not afford to lend. You have taken on financial responsibilities that belong to other adults because the thought of watching them struggle triggered something so deep in your protective instincts that saying no felt like cruelty. But here is what those rescue missions have actually cost you, Cancer. They have cost you the financial security you crave more than almost anything. Every time you save someone else from the consequences of their choices, you absorb those consequences into your own financial life. Their debt became your weight. Their crisis became your setback. Their inability to manage money became your reality because you stepped in and made it your problem. And the tragic irony is that most of the people you rescued did not learn from the experience. They simply learned that you would always be there to catch them, which removed their incentive to build their own financial foundation. Breaking this pattern does not make you heartless. It makes you wise. It means you can still love someone without funding their irresponsibility. It means you can still care without carrying their financial burdens on your shoulders. It means you can offer emotional support, practical advice, and genuine encouragement without writing a check that your own financial stability cannot afford. The people in your life who truly love you will understand this boundary. They will respect it even if they do not like it at first. And the people who do not understand it, who become angry or resentful when you stop funding their poor decisions, those are the people whose absence from your financial life will feel like the greatest relief you have ever known. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting. It's about moving. Financial key 7. The seventh and final key, Cancer, is the one that holds all the others together. And it is simply this. You must decide that financial abundance is not something that happens to you. It is something you create. Not through struggle, not through sacrifice, not through working yourself into exhaustion, but through deliberate, conscious daily alignment with the energy of prosperity. This means waking up every morning and choosing to believe that abundance is your birthright. This means catching every thought of scarcity before it takes root and replacing it with a thought of possibility. This means making financial decisions from a place of faith rather than fear. This means treating money as an ally rather than an adversary, as a friend rather than a threat. For so long, Cancer, you have been in a reactive relationship with money. Came, you managed it. It left, you grieved it. Bills arrived, you paid them or worried about paying them. Opportunities appeared, you either took them or let fear talk you out of them. But nowhere in that cycle was there a deliberate, proactive stance that said, I am the architect of my financial life, and I choose to build it with intention. That proactive stance is what this seventh key unlocks. It moves you from being a passenger in your financial journey to being the driver. Not controlling every outcome, because that is impossible and trying would drive you mad. But setting the direction, choosing the route, deciding what kind of financial life you are willing to live and what kind you are no longer willing to accept. This decision, Cancer, is more powerful than any financial strategy or investment tip or budgeting technique. Because all of those tools are useless without the foundation of a mind that believes in its own capacity to prosper. And your mind is ready. Your heart is ready. Your spirit has been preparing for this shift for longer than you know. All that remains is the decision, the clear, conscious, unwavering decision to step into a new financial reality. Not someday, not when conditions are perfect, not when the stars align in some specific configuration. Now, today, with whatever you have and wherever you are. Because abundance does not require perfect conditions. It requires a willing heart. And yours, Cancer, has been willing for a very long time. Cancer, the 7 keys we have explored today are not abstract concepts floating in the theoretical realm. They are practical, actionable, energetically charged tools that are specifically designed for the way your sign processes and attracts abundance. The emotional separation from financial fear, the rebalancing of your giving and receiving, the courage to advocate for your true worth, the shift to longer-term financial thinking, the transformation of your home into a sanctuary of abundance, the release of the rescue pattern that has been draining your resources, and the foundational decision to become the conscious creator of your financial life. Each one of these keys on its own has the power to shift your financial trajectory. Together, they form a complete system of transformation that aligns with the deepest currents of your Cancer energy. What is coming for you financially, Cancer, is not a fluke and not a lucky break. It is the natural consequence of a soul that has finally stopped accepting less than it deserves. Every difficult financial season you endured was not wasted time. It was the training ground that prepared you for what comes next. Every tear shed over a bill you could not pay, every sleepless night of financial worry, every sacrifice you made to keep the people around you afloat, all of it was building a financial wisdom that cannot be taught in any classroom. And that wisdom is about to become your greatest asset. The next few months hold extraordinary potential for your finances, Cancer. But potential is not destiny. Potential becomes destiny when it meets preparation, intention, and belief. You have the preparation. The intentions are being set with every word you absorb from this message. And the belief, that beautiful, fragile, growing belief that you deserve more, is strengthening with every breath you take. Trust it, feed it, protect it from the voices, internal and external, that try to diminish it. Because that belief is the master key, the one that opens every door, the one that the universe has been waiting for you to find. And you have found it, Cancer. Right here, right now. You have 2 options after this video. Close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.